Hey guys, good afternoon. It's about 5 minutes to noon here, Monday, July 1st, I think. I'm not real sure. It's Monday, I know that much. Been doing a little work on the property over here, and I had to stop, come down by the creek. It is so dadburn hot. At 9 o'clock it was 102. I don't know what it is now. It's a lot hotter, and I can't go anymore. I'm gonna have to stop and get in the AC for a bit. I mean, I am drenched, sweat dripping off of me. Even my pants are soaked. I'm wearing long pants and my ACDSAF boots, which I absolutely love. But I wanted to show you guys something. This was a gift from one of our sisters, Laura. She had sent this to me. Is that not the coolest thing? A ball cap. And it's got a goat on it. Man, I love this thing. Absolutely love it. I had to take it off a little while ago because I started sweating so bad, and I don't want to get it stained up. It's a really nice hat. I mean, the quality is outstanding, and I absolutely love it. I have to keep it with me because Kim keeps trying to take it from me. Kim wants it. Anyhow, Laura, thank you tremendously. I do just dearly love that. That's the first hat that I've had that has a goat on it. That's amazing. Thank you so very much. I wanted to update you, let you know what's been going on. I haven't filmed much. I've been working a lot around the house. I was on the tractor 4 days ago, and I was clearing some brush, some small trees, little 7 and 8 foot saplings, and I stuck the bucket down. And what I do is I've got teeth on the edge of my bucket. Instead of a scraper blade, it's got teeth on it, and I'll tilt the bucket down. Instead of being level to the ground, I'll just tip it, and I'll stick these teeth right here just under the ground, and I'll push with it at an angle like this, and it'll catch the roots of these small trees, and it'll just pull them right out of the ground. But it also scrapes about that much of the surface of the soil away. I was scraping, and I stopped, and I seen 5 or 6 flies around my front tire, and I got to looking at them, and I thought, what in the heck? That's weird. I didn't run through anything that would attract flies. And I was on the phone at the time, had my earbud in, and I happened to look in front of the tractor, and I thought the ground was on fire. I seen like 4 or 5 of these little smokestacks coming up. It looked like little tornadoes coming up right in front of the bucket. So I put it in reverse, I backed up a little bit, and realized it was yellow jackets. I had scraped the surface layer away. I took 2 sections of the nest about that big and kind of pulled them up. There were multiple holes in the ground about that large, and yellow jackets were pouring out of them. These little very aggressive wasps or hornets, I'm not sure what category they're in, but they were pouring out, and they consumed the front of my tractor. Now I'm in shorts, a t-shirt like this and shorts, and I threw it in reverse, shifted from low to high range, and put it in the high gear, and I took off backwards, and they ate me alive. Out of all the things that I don't know how many times I got hit, 30, 35 times. They got me a lot, all over my legs, my back, my rear end even. I don't know how they got between the seat and my butt, but they got me there too. But one of them got me on the back of my arm. It's like right here, but on this arm, and it's still swollen and got like a, I don't know if the stinger broke off, because I killed that one. That burnt so bad when he got me there, and I just started smashing him, and I felt it when I got him. I got away from him, but they are all over the property, and this nest was about 100 yards from the house. So now when you go to one of the doors, the front of back door, there's yellow jackets around it. You open the door, 2 or 3 come in, and we take and swat them down and then step on them and kill them. But it's been a nightmare. So it's taking me 4 days. I have to wait till the sun goes down, and then I drive my truck over there. I was driving up next to them and dumping hornet juice on them to try to kill them. There were so many using hornet juice, hornet spray, liquidized hornet spray. It took 6 gallons. And last night, I had Kim take me over there, and I got out of the truck because there's still some of the other holes hornets are still coming out of. And I took the whole bucket of hornet juice and I saturated the entire area right there. This morning there's probably 20 of the yellow jackets, but they seem like they're lost. I think I got the queen, but they got me. I got stung twice yesterday. Got stung 5 times, I think, the day before. They're all over the place and they're mad, but at night they all go back into the hive, and I think I killed about 95% of them. But that was the largest yellow jacket nest that I've ever seen. They build nests underground, and it was ridiculous. My bucket on my tractor is just shy of 6 feet wide, and that entire section of ground that I uncovered, about 4 foot by 6 foot, is covered in holes where hornets were coming out of the ground. So I'm going to give it a couple of days, and I'm going to take the tractor in there and I'm going to dig the ground up, and whatever's down there, I'm going to pull them up. They're probably going to get me again if there's any left alive, but I've got to get rid of them because they're only 30 or 40 yards from the goat pen, and they did get a couple of the goats, but we couldn't figure out where the nest was, and I found it by accident. I was not looking for it. We thought it was in a completely different area from where I was actually working, and come to find out, when I got the tractor over there, the very first spot I picked and I stuck the bucket in the ground, started pushing, that's where they were at. But anyhow, got that problem nipped in the backside, and right now I'm going to be working on a section upstream from where I'm at right now, trying to widen the trail out where we can get in and I can put a little bridge over the creek right there. The creek's real low. Right here, I don't know if you could tell how high the bank is off the water. The water's probably 8 foot below where I'm sitting right now. And over here, it's probably 5 or 6 feet. But the bank goes up another, I don't know, 12 or 13 feet on this side and another 4 feet behind me. Down there, the bank's only 3 or 4 feet above the creek. It's a real low line, and it's going to be real easy. I'll put a little bridge over right there. But I'm also going to, I found some old timber or lumber that had been cut by a very old style saw. It's got tons of tool marks in it, saw marks where they cut it. Beautiful boards. I don't know if there was a homestead there or what was there, but I've got the metal detector. I'm going to take it over there and see. I'm going to scan that area and see if we find anything. But first I have to clear some of the brush to be able to get to it. There's a trail going right into it, but it's just a walking path, and I got to open it up where I can walk through safely without the risk of being snake bit, and then I'm going to scan it and see if we find anything. But all else is going good. It's just been ridiculously hot, and I wanted to thank everyone that has pitched in to help Adam and his family. I did a call out to get help for Adam. Thank you all. Those of you that have, a lot of you guys have actually mailed him and sent him some help. A lot of you used the Cash App link, the Zelle link, and we use the Cash App. I don't understand Zelle. I don't know how to use that, but we sent what we could to help him too, and I just wanted to thank you. Pat and Adam, his wife, the family is extremely grateful for the help that everyone's pitched in. And that, when Pat reached out to me, that's just, it really hit me emotionally. And the more I thought about it, the angrier I got, because of the number of millionaires in this country. And there's tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of millionaires and billionaires in our country alone. And the likelihood of just one of them helping another soul in need is slim to none. And it burns me up to think about it. But anyhow, it is what it is. And thank you all for those of you that had a generous and giving spirit to help that family. God bless you. I mean, y'all are absolutely amazing, and that family is forever grateful for y'all doing that. But they will be needing help long term. It's not just short term, a one-time thing. They need help with their mortgage, the monthly things. And that's why I was asking that you guys could share that video or the message or the links, just something to get their situation out in front of the right person. We get a good Christian millionaire. There's not many, but there are a couple on the planet. If we can get his story out in front of one of them, then maybe that person can do some tremendous works for that family. That would be amazing if that were to happen. And just continue to pray that does happen, or that Adam gets cured and somehow their family comes across a sum of money where they can get themselves out of debt, get out of the hole, and they don't have to worry about losing their home or losing what they have. They have a vehicle and a house, and they've gotten rid of all of their animals. They had a small hobby farm. They got rid of all of the animals that they had. They didn't want to do it, but they didn't have a choice. They couldn't feed them, and they needed the money because of Adam's overwhelming situation. But anyhow, we'll continue to pray for his success, his healing, and that they overcome all of this, and he gets back on top where he can get his animals back and get back to the life that they wanted and they worked so hard to build for themselves. That's really important. And as soon as they can get back to some type of norm, their lives can settle back down, and everything will be better for them overall. And that's the best that we could hope for, is that something good like that happens. The creek is so pretty today. It's clear. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. Let me move this. I've got to turn on this rear screen. There's the waterfall. That water is it's crystal clear. It's all spring fed. It's so pretty. It's flowing really hard right here at this corner. It turns to the left, and it's just a real heavy, steady flow right there. There's a little small waterfall. It's a log that's just under the surface of the water that crosses right there, and the water pours over it. On this side of the log, the downstream side, it's probably thigh deep. The rest of the creek's ankle deep. Some spots it'll get up to your knee, but right there it's deep where that water's flowing over. Just like it is right here at the foot of this one, right at the base of that waterfall, it's up to your thigh. I'm planning on eventually opening this area up where we can get in there and sit in the water and just have a good steady 3 foot of water right there, and put a bridge across right here. And then I'm not gonna dam the creek up. We are going to put like a retainer wall. The water's still gonna flow over it. We're still gonna have this. I'm not gonna disrupt none of this. We just want to back it up a little bit to where it's deeper on that side where we can get in it. You can walk off in it, be in waist deep water, and sit down and just relax. That's sort of what we're hoping on doing. But time will tell. You never know which direction the Lord's gonna guide you, and things are constantly changing. Can y'all hear that thumping sound? I've been hearing it since I've been here. It's not scaring me. It's just a continuous thumping. And I'm not sure where it's coming from. I think it's coming from over there. Sounds like. This right here, the land goes up to about right here at my finger, and then it rolls back down to the creek. It sounds like it's right there. Like right on the other side of that hill. I'm in jeans, so I'm not going to walk the creek, walk down there and check. Plus I'm by myself, so I'm definitely not doing that. I have no idea what that noise is. I came down here and sat on the bench for probably 15 minutes or so, I guess. And then I set the camera up. Let me set my little miniature tripod back. That's an airplane right there. Boy, this thing's got a crazy angle. There we go. I am so hot. This heat is just taking a toll on me. If you guys have paid attention to the weather, we've got a nasty hurricane. It's coming across the, I think the Leeward and Windward Islands now. Jamaica's going to get pummeled. That whole area down there, that Caribbean, is going to get whipped. This storm, you know, we only have up to a Cat 5 in their scale of measuring intensities of hurricanes. And this one, the gusts have gotten so high, if they continue the scale, you know, the gaps, the mile per hour measurements between a Cat 1 and 2, between a 2 and 3, all the way up, if they continue that same gap, they're claiming this storm would be somewhere between a Cat 6 and a Cat 7. That's bad. That's going to be life-changing for many, many people. It's going to be life-ending for many. So please keep them people in your prayers, those that are in the path of this thing. This storm is a monster. There's 2 more behind it. I don't think the other 2 have formed yet, but if you pull up a radar imaging of the Atlantic, you can see where they're definitely rotating. And one of them just came off the coast of Africa. The other one's just behind Burl. And it looks like they're going to be probably just as intense or close as far as strength. If you're in that path, please prepare now. If you haven't yet, y'all are going to be out of power for a long time, I could imagine. Possibly out of water and food. It's going to get bad. If you have the means, stock up now. If you can't go out and get bottled water and stuff like that, if you have some buckets, some empty soda bottles, anything, just try to put some water aside. Fill them, have them on standby. If everything goes south, you don't have to use the water to flush the toilets. Don't waste it, but you can use it, you know, to drink and to cook if you got to prepare something over a fire. Just don't get caught with your hands in your pockets. Be prepared for it. The storms are getting worse. The earth is shaking and baking, and it's just a matter of time before everything's going to be upside down. It's happening fast. We're in those days, everyone. It's upon us, but just keep your faith strong. Stay focused on the face of the Lord, and through solid faith, He will make a way for all of us. So just stay focused on that. Don't focus on the negative. Stay focused on the positive. God loves us. He is our true Father, our one and true Father, and He'll absolutely get us through whatever we endure. But we just got to have the faith to endure it in order to be carried through it. Yeah, it's getting a little odd, getting a little creepy over here. Well, I'm going to pack up. I may resume filming here when I get to this other spot. I don't know yet. I just got a little too hot today. But I'm going to head that way. If I do go over there and start working on that, then this video will continue. If not, then I will end this video. Either way, y'all have an amazing day. I love you. God bless you. Have a safe, happy, and very blessed Independence Day. And just remember the reason for us celebrating that day. A lot of people gave the ultimate to put us where we're at today. And I'm not referring to where we're at in terms of the government. We're just sheep. We're sheep to a wicked slave industry. But the people that fought for our freedom and fought for what we have, you know, they made the ultimate sacrifice for all of us. And so just be extremely grateful for that. You know, tip your hat, shake the hand of a veteran if you come across one. There's not many left of the old wars back when they actually fought and when it wasn't technology based, when it was hand to hand. There's not many of those guys left. And if you see one, please take the time to thank them. You know, pray for them. We got a lot of good men and women out there today that are still fighting for our country. They got the advantage now with the technology, but they're still putting themselves in harm's way. And in many cases, they will not come home. And so, you know, just be grateful to those people and show them a little gratitude, a little love if you can. Guys, I'll see you after a while. If not, I'll see you next time. I love you. See you down the road. Be kind, be blessed, and be safe. I'm going to go get on the machine, and I am going to get out of here because it's just feeling a little off down here right now. And it's just not my cup of tea. And I'll see you guys here soon.